What's going on, LTA crew? I've been a little under the weather, but I'm finally feeling a bit better and I miss making content for you guys, so we're back. This time we're going over all the interesting content in the newsletter, and yes, I run a newsletter. You can join it for free at armwrestlers.com. Just scroll down a little bit and there you go. And first off, we have a really cool link that I haven't seen floating around before this. It is Bob Sapp versus Fedor Emelianenko, two legends of the MMA world, arm wrestling. So tell me if you think I'm crazy here. It becomes very clear almost immediately that Fedor doesn't really know much about arm wrestling. Bob Sapp, on the other hand, on the left, seems like he does. So let's get into it here. So we have the start, and right away, is Bob Sapp not top rolling right now? Which is not something you would just intuitively know. Fedor clearly getting separated, has never trained in arm wrestling, I'm sure, but I mean, look at, he's got his wrist flexion, and now he's coming up for a press and gets the win. I'm sorry, there is no way he just intuitively top rolled, got his wrist flexion, and then transitioned to a press without some background in arm wrestling. I'm on his Wikipedia here, and there is no mention of arm wrestling. And yes, I tried arm dash wrestling, arm space wrestling, and arm wrestling, one word. For those who don't know, Bob started in the NFL. He was on the Bears, then the Vikings. Then he switched to MMA, and he's also gigantic. 6'5", 340 pounds, gigantic, with a six-pack. Devin Laird has kind of become the default talent hunter for arm wrestling, so Devin, if you see this, you got to get this guy on the table with you. Next up, I want to give a shout out to OpsWay, who's making a graphic novel for arm wrestling, and check out this teaser art he just shared to the subreddit. This is so cool. I don't think we've seen anything like this yet in arm wrestling, and I'm all about it. He said he doesn't have anything else to reveal yet, but once he does, we're all gonna have to help him spread the word. Alright, time for a little game. Can you guess whose hands these are? You're wrong. That's right. The Rock is on some Asian game show, and you know how these things are. They're always absurd. This one delivers. Either this guy's a nasty arm wrestler or The Rock isn't trying, but he is getting tickled, I guess. There you go. Didn't think you'd see that today, did you? Well, that's what I'm here for, so make sure you subscribe. Next up, I found a pretty cool deep dive on Schoolboy, and again, all these links are going to be in the description, so make sure you check them out after this video if you find one that interests you. And yeah, this is cool. This is just like a behind the scenes of how Schoolboy came to be, how that character came to be, and how he had a ton of success with effectively viral marketing. So if you're a fan of Schoolboy, I mean, this is a video worth checking out. It was a fun story. By the way, Schoolboy, don't think I forgot about this. We need to run this back. In other cool news, Larry had another super match, this time with one of the top guys out of India. This is just the teaser he shows at the start, but you can see it's a good match. Check it out, link in the description. Speaking of big YouTuber news, Devin Laird did a collab with Jesse James West, who has over 2 million subscribers. This video got over 1 million views. Basically, Devin trains this guy for his first ever arm wrestling tournament. Here they're doing some, I guess, cold bath therapy, going into a lake up in Canada in the middle of winter. But yeah, he trains him up and then gets him ready for his first ever arm wrestling tournament. It's a pretty fun video, and again, this is really how the sport's going to spread with, you know, a certain generation of people at least, because it's all about social media now, and Devin showing arm wrestling to the world, getting over 1 million views with a video like this. It's just awesome, and I guarantee some of those views are going to go on to Google arm wrestling clubs near me. They're going to join a club, and they're going to fall in love just like we all did. Next up, we have this post from Jeremiah Gravett. It says, when Devin says you're number 2 in the world after not competing for years, and it's Dennis in a poorly fitted party hat. And here's another picture of Dennis holding some kittens. I don't know where these random shots of Dennis come from, but they keep popping up out of nowhere, and honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Ungarbayev wants Devin, Sandris wants Devin, Sandris also wants Michael, Michael wants Devin, Gennady wants Devin, Devin wants Vitali, Alex wants Morozov, Morozov wants Rest, Hermes wants Levon, and Levon wants Jerry's car. This is the most complicated love decagon of all time. Okay, let's end off with this ridiculous clip from an Engen live. He's with Georgi Svetkov, who's going to be pulling Jerry Cataret. Look at the size of this man's forearm.
Show us some
I can't believe it. Like, Engen's massive himself. What is that? What is that? Those have to be some of the biggest forearms in the game, and yes, I'm including Levon. So that is just unbelievable. Again, I apologize, I've been a little under the weather, but early this morning I looked at my phone and saw that I crossed 400 subscribers, which is crazy that many people are interested in my content, and that was such a boost in morale. I just had to come on here and make a video for you guys, so thank you for that. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, and if you think I earned it, you already know what to do. I put up multiple new videos every single week, and I will see you in the next one.